When I was about 8, my family stopped to visit an orange grove in Fort Pierce, Florida, sort of the orange capital of Florida. At the counter, I remember a lady stuck an orange with a special straw and handed it to me. I sipped, and I never tasted juice so orangey sweet with bits of pulp. I wasn't able to buy juice with pulp in our supermarket for years. The juices they offered just didn't taste anything like that first sip until you worked with Tropicana. It's such a fascinating story of how an unknown preference, one that escaped the best market researchers of the day, became a hit and transformed the juice market of pulp.
Well, Steve, the story is not about me. The story is about a wonderful experience with Al Bowles, Dr. Al Bowles, who's the head of R&D at Tropicana. And it goes back to 1995 or 1996, 25 or 26 years ago. I had known Al from some of the work that I had done in other places. And Al invited me to use my experimental approach where we mixed ingredients together according to a recipe book called an experimental design. So I said to him, Al, why don't we take different variables? And we sat down and we said, what are the variables? The different kinds of juices, the amount of pulp, and so forth. And we mixed them, or he mixed them according to this experimental design, this book of recipes. And we tested it among a couple of hundred people in the United States, in Germany and England and France. And we gave people different combinations, different formulations of orange juice, some of which had pulp, some of which had no pulp. We had just thrown in the pulp because it was another variable to look at. Nobody had any idea. They were feeding the pulp to animals as animal feed. Lo and behold, we get the data and we analyze it and we look for different groups, and there's a group of people in each country which loves pulp. It could not possibly be the case. How could people possibly love animal food? But the data were so convincing that Al said to me, we have warehouses of data. We've never seen anything like this. He said, perhaps because we've never systematically varied either our products or the ideas behind our products. Let's try it. And from that grew Tropicana. My only contribution was forcing Al to try as many variables that he could try and testing these combinations rather than allowing the research and development people and the marketers to say, we know the answer, we'll do one big test to confirm how smart we were. Absolutely not. We tested the combinations, and that's how Tropicana Grove Stand orange juice got developed and marketed and made millions and millions of happy people, not to mention lots and lots of pulp consumed for better digestion.